very latest on that missing EgyptAir flight. ABC's Alex Marquardt is live at Paris' Charles de Gaulle Airport now with the breaking new information. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, George. Just a short time ago, we heard from France's President François Hollande. He said that no hypothesis can be ruled out in this crash. And that, of course, is a reference to terrorism, which Paris is all too familiar with after those two massive attacks last year. Just moments ago, we got word that in light of the November 13th attacks, that the lower house of parliament here in France has extended the state of emergency. Hollande also confirmed that with regards to this flight, that the plane was damaged and lost. So the operating assumption is that it crashed. There is a sea and air search going on right now off the coast of Egypt with assets from Egypt, France, and Greece. And we just heard from Greece's defense ministry that tells us that the EgyptAir pilot made a 90-degree turn to the left and then a 360-degree maneuver as he was losing altitude 20,000 feet in the air. He was last heard as he approached, the plane was last heard from as it approached the Egyptian coastline, flying through clear skies 10 miles inside Egyptian airspace with 66 souls on board, most of them Egyptian and French. Of course, the family members of all of those on board desperately waiting for news of their loved ones this morning. Robin, George.
All right, Alex, thank you. The news about the maneuvering there. But we go back now to ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, with more on the investigation right now. What are you continuing to hear, Brian?
Well, good morning, Robin and George. The information we have at this point is that the working theory is that somehow a bomb was smuggled onto the plane in Paris. In the last several weeks, authorities say there have been warnings about laptop computers used to hide bombs. There are several examples of that in Somalia. Also, officials are concerned about perhaps back of the airport workers being involved. Last December, dozens of airport workers at French airports lost their security clearances after it was determined they had been online sympathizers of ISIS. So there are several working theories. That's the assumption right now. Authorities, Robin, are already beginning to screen tapes of what happened just before the plane took off to see who was around the plane, who had access to it.
Looking at those tapes and everything that they can get their hands on at this point.